What's up, folks? It's your friendly neighborhood Smango, or Big John Howard from techholler.com. And in this video, I decided to get a HP, or this HP G7 was donated to me. They told me to fix it up. I ran into a lot of problems. I'm going to voice over me working on it and stuff like that. I hope you guys enjoyed this type of video. But this HP, it's a laptop, it's gold. I found some RAM for it, but it didn't really work. The SSD worked just fine. For whatever reason, this RAM just caused all kinds of issues, and I'll talk about it as I edit the video. I'll just talk about the experiences I had with it. But I do have this laptop listed on Facebook right now. I might just take it down and try to give it to somebody. It's only got 4 gigs of RAM, but it's got a nice SSD in it. It's a good browsing laptop, I guess, at this point. But it was, like I said, it was gave to me. I tried to fix it up as much as I could. The RAM did not work, unfortunately, so I still have that RAM, DDR3. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about what I had to do to flash the BIOS, try to get it updated, try to get the RAM to work. I even tried one stick of RAM. Didn't work. So there's an HP G7, and with that, we'll cut to the video. We want to put like a, what's the Wayne's World? So here we have the HP I'm talking about. It's called a HP Pavilion G series. This is a G7. It come with a crazy Pentium processor. It's gold. For whatever reason you get this in gold. Yeah. Anyways, we're going to add a little extra Smango squirt on there and clean her up just a little bit. I don't know when this last time this thing was cleaned. Looks like I need a new rag, to be honest with you. You know, the keys dirty. This stuff literally came from the Dollar Tree, so I think it's called Spick and Span. That's plenty enough to clean a computer with, guys. If you ever want to clean a computer, laptop or something like that, get you some Spick and Span from the Dollar Tree. I think it's like $1.25 now, since everything costs $1 now. But yeah, I always clean these computers up first, most of the time, because you know, there's germs probably living on this thing for I don't know how long. But I'm just cleaning it up here, trying to make it look as good as I can. But yeah, if you ever get a computer, or you're giving a computer away, obviously I'm not going to do anything malicious, but I was able to get complete access to the computer and all these files, and there was tax documents on this computer, and you know, all I did was clear the password using Hiram's Boot CD, and I was able to clear the password, get admin rights. I was able to get all the data if I wanted it. I actually just, you know, I destroyed the hard drive after this just in case. But I don't think there was anything too important on this. I did have some problems trying to clear the password for some reason. It got those weird HP partitions, I guess, but the password was reset. I was able to get full access to the computer. So guys, if you decide to give a computer away, be sure to wipe the hard drive. Use NWipe. I have a video on how to do that. Yeah, definitely. Worst case scenario, just say you're not getting a hard drive, go out and destroy it. If you have stuff on there, I would destroy the hard drive, or at least wipe it clean, because this is very easy to do. It's not, I mean, it's not super easy, but it's not overly complicated, so people can learn how to do this very easily if they wanted to. So here's the computer booted into Windows. It looks like 10, and as you see, I have tax documents from 2017. It's untelling what's actually on there, but I was glad that I got a hold of this instead of somebody else, so I was able to delete and kill the hard drive. I opened it up and I shattered the drive. I actually didn't mean to do that, but I shattered it ever. I should have took a picture of that. I don't know why I didn't, but yeah, here I have full access to this computer. So just showing you guys how dangerous this can be. just handing people over computers. I'm just taking over full permissions right now on a different user, so it's really that simple. I clear the passwords to that user account, so it's like, yep, it's you, Windows thinks. I'm gonna try to upgrade the hard drive now. Look at this, this little thing broke. It was kind of pointless to begin with. So whatever reason, I just tried to try Kubuntu on this. Didn't run very well though. And here's the Neo Fetch. It's got Kubuntu installed. It's got a Pentium P6300 and 4 gigs of RAM. Not very good. Now it's time to upgrade the RAM. Here's the 16 gigs of RAM for this computer. It was supposed to work, but unfortunately Team Elite didn't come through this time. For whatever reason, this computer would see it in BIOS. It would be fine. I would even done a memory test. Would not. Just, it kept having issues. And here we are, we're in BIOS. We got the RAM installed. It's booted. It sees 16 gigabytes of RAM. What do? I do a memory test just to make sure. Because I read online that this computer had problems with RAM, and what do you know? It passes with flying colors the memory test, but I don't know. Whenever it tries to boot to OS, it just crashes every single time. It would have a kernel panic. Same thing would happen in Windows. Even with a BIOS update I tried, it just kept crashing. And here I'm faced with the kernel panic. Figure Kubuntu would have gladly liked to had 16 gigs RAM, but apparently this computer has an issue with it, and a BIOS update was supposed to fix it. But I tried it and still no go. So I had to reinstall Windows 7 just to do the BIOS update. And that's what I tried to do. Try to get this thing to work in Windows 7. I wasn't joking when I tried to say I upgraded. I literally installed Windows 7, tried to revive this thing. Here I am trying to get this thing to the latest and greatest BIOS, and well, this is the graphics driver, but I try to get the BIOS updated, and it does update it. It does take it, but alas, it's still. I put in the old RAM here, and still no luck. You know, I'm just trying to get the computer to look a little better at this point. I don't know why I do stuff like I can't stand having the just Microsoft Basic display driver. It annoys me for some reason, but that's what's going on right here. But here I tried to upgrade the BIOS, and it does me no good in the long run. So what happens next? Well, the computer instantly tries to boot the Windows 7 and crashes every single time, even with the BIOS update. So here I am sitting confused, not sure why. I tried single RAM, only 8 gigs. This thing just did not like this RAM. I might have to try a different brand or something, but it does not like Team Elite. Not successful like I was with the other group. But I decided to try to run another memory test, and it passed. So guys, at this point I'm confused. It's passing every test in the world, and it's still not booting. So I decided to go with a little different distro that would work a little better. I went with MX Linux. It's lightweight. This computer actually runs great on there. Let's check it out now. Here's MX Linux running just fine on this HP Pavilion. You know, I did try to open it up with just 8 gigs, and it actually worked a little bit with 8 gigs, but as soon as I would launch a web browser, it would crash. So back to the original 4 gigs, and this HP Pavilion G7. The G7 still could browse with 4 gigs of RAM. It does some light gaming. But that's about it for this video, guys. If you like this type of video, be sure to leave a comment in the comment section below. Should I just give this thing away? It doesn't appear like anybody's really wanting it. I wouldn't put Windows on this thing. It doesn't run Windows very well. It would have with some RAM, but unfortunately, the RAM didn't work. Be sure to check out techcaller.com. Follow me over on Twitter. We'll see you guys in the next one.